Festival. Put your hands together right now for James Pontillo.
Hey, what's up? What's up? I also have a very strained relationship with my dad. He turned 63, and we're from Long Island. Anyone here from Long Island? It's always loud when I ask that question. Always. It's never a quiet woo. It's always. He turned 63, and we had like a weird relationship growing up because he's very homophobic, and he was convinced I was gay as a kid. He was convinced me and my cousin were gay together because we used to play Twister. Does anyone remember that game? Yes. Wow, a lot of homos here. No. He used to think we were gay together. He'd be like, I know what's going on in that room. And then one time he's like, next time you guys play Twister, I'm going to watch, which is way gayer. Way gayer. It's true, though. He wouldn't let me watch SpongeBob as a kid. He's like, SpongeBob's gay. You can't be watching that. So he's like, you got to learn about Jesus. So I had to go to CCD. Did anyone go to Sunday school here? And, yeah, give it up for Jesus, man. And I can tell you, after 4 years of CCD, Jesus way gayer than SpongeBob. That whole story is gay as fuck. It's just 12 dudes who hang out together all the time. There's one passage where they're washing each other's feet. I'm like, what? Then he gives him a piece of bread. He's like, this is my body. You want to eat it? He's like, I'll eat the shit out of your body. I'll eat it right now. And then they lead Jesus to get like beaten with whips and chains, and they're like, "Look, we can get you out of this." He's like, "No, I want this. This is what I want." How funny would it be if while Jesus was getting crucified, he just came? That would be. They're like, "Dude, what the fuck? That's weird." All right, most of you are on board with that, and that's all. I've been binging the show Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures. Great show, great show. I don't know what it is about hunting ghosts that makes you look like you also work at Best Buy. For paranormal beings, these people they're just like all chubby gingers, everyone. And I don't know why they don't just lie and just say they caught a ghost. Wouldn't that be easy? If you just set up a big cage and like, look, we got him, that's it. We caught the ghost. I watched one episode. This is my favorite episode. They go to this abandoned nursing home in like Massachusetts. It's like one of the most haunted places on the planet. And they put up like all these different surveillance cameras, and on surveillance camera you could see like a wheelchair just like rolling itself across the room, and nobody's in it. And they're like, wow, that's a ghost for sure. And in my head I'm like, wow, how much must it suck to die, come back to life, and still not be able to walk? That's gotta be. If you're just like, oh, fuck, I don't even have legs and they don't work. My favorite ghost movie is the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Has anyone seen that movie? It is hot, yeah. She jacks off to that movie. It's Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore together, and then he dies, but she, like, loves him still. So he comes back as a ghost. And then the last scene of that movie, they, like, make out and he goes to heaven. Which, that's crazy. Like, Patrick Swayze is dead, and he still gets more pussy than me. That was a cute little joke. I'm going to Miami next week. I'm really excited. All right, I hope I don't run into you. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I don't care. Wait, are you hot? I can't. All right. I am going. It's very expensive, though. I had to compensate. I had to take Spirit Airlines to get there. Has anyone rode Spirit before? I know. What? Were you all molested by Spirit Airlines? Jesus Christ. Who's rode Spirit here before, though? All right, 1, 2. All right, those same hands. Who was asked to be the pilot? They sent me an email. They're like, please, we need someone to fly this plane. We'll give you an extra $20. I've rode Spirit more times than I like to admit, and Spirit was the worst traveling experience I've ever had. I'd rather be on a train in Ohio than ride Spirit Airlines. All right. It's 1 a.m. I gotta get these jokes out of the way. I don't think anyone died in that, right? Did anyone? It doesn't matter. All right. Spirit is such a bad travel. I feel like if like the planes that hit the towers on 9/11 were Spirit Airlines, we'd be like, oh, that was an accident for sure. If Al Qaeda was like, we're taking control of the plane now, we'd be like, good, a pilot who knows what they're doing. That's great. It's fantastic. We love it. Man, we're having so much fun tonight. You know you're not having fun when the comic just keeps saying we're having fun. That's usually... I'm pretty white. I don't know if that came across. I accidentally joined... Did someone woo? That's racist. That's... I could say you can't woo it, though. That's... I accidentally joined a cult 2 years ago. That's how white I am. I joined the No Fat movement. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's where you don't masturbate or watch porn. I was tricked into doing this for 8 months, and it's really weird because when you start it, they give you an accountability partner to reach out. I know, it gets worse. They give you an accountability partner. I was totally expecting someone like my age, 30, or like in their 20s. This dude was 64. I'm like, who jacks off at 64 years old? And he would text me all the time. He'd be like, I'm gonna do it today. I'm like, all right. Do it. I don't care. Like he was threatening me or something. And then one morning he texted me at 2:30 in the morning. And he's like, that's it. I'm jacking off right now. I'm calling you. I'm like, please don't. Just do what you gotta do. It's totally fine. You're 64. You're gonna die soon anyway. Just do it. Oh, man, I date a little. It's tough. I don't know. It's really hard. I use Hinge as my app, as my go-to app. I think there's a lot of bullshit involved in dating, right? That's pretty... I went out with one girl, and like after the date, I texted her. I'm like, I had a nice time. I'd like to do it again. And she texted me back, since we went out, I've met someone, and it's gotten really serious. I'm like, all right, well, we went out 20 minutes ago, so I don't really know. I wish dating was the same way it was on that show, Love on the Spectrum. Does anyone watch that before? Yeah, wow, that's a weird thing to woo about. All right. Because they're like so blunt. Autistic people are so blunt and direct. I watched one episode where the guy is like, he just loves chicken nuggets. That's like his whole, more than the girl that he's dating. And the whole date, he's like, I love chicken nuggets so much. They're the greatest thing in the world. Do you like chicken nuggets? And the girl's like, no, not really. And he gets up and he's like, all right, bye. And he just leaves. He pieces out. Imagine all dating was that direct. If you're just like, I love anal so much. Do you like anal? No? All right, I'm going to leave. I haven't had a serious girlfriend since college. This is a true story, by the way. We went out for the last 4 months of our sophomore year, and then 2 weeks into summer, she died in a car accident. This is a real story. I know. Talk about playing hard to get. All right, it was not a real story. I'm so sorry. Is that too dark, finally? I was teetering all night, and then I think my voice is gone, by the way. All right, that really threw me. Everyone hated that joke so bad. It really threw me off. Oh my God, we're having a good time. All right, I'm sober now. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Are you sober too? No. Oh. I was all excited. I am sober. There's a lot of benefits to quitting drinking. Like, for one, like, you sleep better, like, my skin cleared up, all that. But my favorite part about quitting drinking was relapsing. Wow, that's... Being able to get fucked up and have people feel sorry for you, that's the best. When I quit drinking, I downloaded, like, a sobriety app. It would, like, send you positive messages all throughout the day, right? You know, like, you're the best. Like, keep going. Don't quit. And now I went back to drinking, more than before, actually. So I still get the same messages, but now it really looks like the app's encouraging me to keep drinking. Like if I'm doing shots, like I'll get a message like, alcohol's no match for you. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's not. I don't gonna get blackout tonight. I like being sober. I hate sober people though. That was the worst. I have a cousin who was sober, and he was 5 years sober, and he was talking to me about it. He's like, it's really easy when you just have to realize that the most powerful drug on the planet is the human mind. I'm like, I'm gonna just do heroin, I think. I'm gonna skip drinking and go right to heroin. I'll end on this. I haven't been doing comedy too long, and one of the problems younger comics have is we hit writer's block. I was talking to an older comic about it. I'm like, what do you do when you get writer's block? What's a good method? He's like, oh, that's easy. When you get writer's block, you go for a drive. Like, just get in your car and go for a drive. And what that does is it opens up the right side of the human brain. And I'm like, I think that only worked for JFK. I don't think that's... All right, good night, everyone.
We like to leave you guys just a little bit traumatized. How you feeling? You good? All right. Thank you so much for coming out to the show tonight. Give it up for all the comics you saw tonight. Woo! You guys have been a great audience, okay? This is New York Comedy Club. We're open 7 nights a week. Take care, wear a condom, get the fuck out.